guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be reviewing the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star Conspiracy palette. And I also do have the mini. Just to start off, when I was trying to get the palette, I was not actually able to get this palette. I was only able to get this one because they ran out. However, thanks to my cousin Annabelle, I am going to be able to review it. And look, wow, I really can't believe I'm just like holding it right now. It's big. It's not as heavy as I thought, but it definitely is like very different from like a regular standard palette. Like for example, I have this, what is this? Dominique Cosmetics palette, and like even this one feels a little bit more work came into this one than I think this one. Like, no hate, this palette is good, but you can tell that they definitely did put a lot of thought into the packaging. Like, this is like a little lifted so you can feel it. So yeah, they definitely did put in a lot of thought into their palettes. I'm gonna be reviewing this one mostly. Okay, so my shirt is black with like orange and stuff, so I'm gonna play around with the orange, which is Cheeto Dust. Oh, I thought it was called Cheeto. And maybe some Flaming Hot. So we're gonna play around with that. I did swatch a little bit of the colors, and they're honestly they're pigmented. They are super pigmented. I'm gonna swatch some of these blue ones. I'm not a big fan of blue. But I do want to do some tutorials with the blue eyeshadows, mostly for like, so I could play around more with blue because I really don't like blue. But the colors are pretty. I like it on other people, just on me, I don't know, I can't. I am so excited. I'm gonna start with this Luscious Angel Eyes eyeshadow primer. And if you see that my eye, this one is stained, it's because I was playing around with some makeup. I only did it on this eye and it stained my eyes. Which also reminds me, Jeffree Star Cosmetics does use cruelty-free makeup, so I believe probably the reds will definitely stain your eyes. It's like the James Charles, the color Skip, that one definitely stains your eye. So I'm assuming these definitely will also stain your eyes. Maybe Trisha, Pigment, Flaming Hot. But yeah, for sure Trisha, because it's like more of a pink color and it reminds me of the color from the James Charles palette, just not shimmery. Okay, so I'm actually just gonna play around with both of these palettes. So I'm gonna take the color On My Couch. So this is the shade. I'm just gonna take this, what is this? This flat fluffy brush. I'm gonna set my primer. I always do this no matter what palette I use. I'm gonna take Cheeto Dust, and this is from the Conspiracy palette. And I'm gonna take this Lexi tapered blending brush. I'm gonna apply that on the crease, and I'm just gonna pat it in, and then I'm gonna go in and blend it. I'm also gonna take some Food Vibes, which is the very bright yellow. It's kind of like a neon yellow. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put that on just right here on the orange, just to help blend that out a bit. Then I'm gonna take some Flaming Hot, that on the outer corner. Yeah, these colors are definitely very pigmented. And they're actually very easy to blend. And I've never actually tried any of the Jeffree Star Cosmetics until this is technically my first time. So the colors do have a bit of a fallout on the pan, like some kickback, but it's not, I don't have a lot of fallout on my face. I'm pretty sure if I add more, if I pack it in more, it will definitely give me some more fallout, especially if I use one of the darker colors. Just be aware of that. But so far, so good. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna go in and cut my crease, but I'm gonna do a half cut crease, and then I'm probably gonna use the color, oops. I'm gonna use the color Just a Theory. Okay, so I'm gonna use my finger to apply Just a Theory, and this is what it looks like. It's this one right here, it's like a shimmer. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and finish the rest of my eye, and then I'll be right back and I'll give you guys my overall thoughts and my experience with the Jeffree Star website. So this is the final result. So I did end up using the color Ranch for my inner corner, and honestly you guys, like I said, these colors are definitely very pigmented. I literally added a little bit of Ranch on my inner corner. I literally dabbed in my brush dry and it was so bright. So now I'll do another tutorial for this one. Again, the colors are very pigmented, and this is more of a cool tone palette, I feel like, because it has a lot of blues and purples. These are definitely like everyday. These are more like cool tones. So I don't really use a lot of cool tone colors, but I am gonna play around with these blues and purples and see what I come up with, and hopefully I use this a little bit more. This is not gonna be my everyday palette. I see this more of a, you know, when I want a pop of color, which is probably gonna be blue, which I never use, so I don't know. This palette, you do have a lot more choices compared to the small palette, because with this palette you are able to create more of a everyday wear with these colors up here. So you are able to create a lot more looks with this, but you're still able to create that simple everyday look. And then you have Flaming Hot. These are very bright neon colors, especially this Food Vibe. Like, it really looks very, very bright. It doesn't show off like that on the skin unless you really pack it on. But yeah, this palette is definitely very usable. Yeah, you can always use these neutral colors up here and then always add in like a pop of color. Other than that, like, yeah, this palette definitely is very good, definitely worth the money. However, is it a palette that you need? No, you don't really need it. It is very bulky, so it's definitely not a good palette to like travel with, but it is very iconic. Colors are nice. They're definitely blendable. They have very high pigment. At first I wasn't gonna buy any of it, but then like it just, you know, it just hit me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to get it. So then, you know, I waited in line for maybe, I waited on the website trying to reload because it kept on crashing, which honestly really sucked. I would go in and then like it would tell me to proceed checkout, and then right when I would hit proceed checkout, it would take me back to the beginning, and then I would see the screen of just me like, nope, you know, the website is down. And then right when I thought that I actually had the palette, told me it was out of stock. So I was so mad. So then that's when I saw that they still had these in stock, because I think everything else was sold out. But I ended up getting this one. I don't regret it. I mean, just so much thought went into it that I really appreciate it, and it makes me appreciate the palette even more. Yeah, it's expensive because I believe this was like $28 plus shipping, so it was like 32 or 35, maybe 36. But yeah, it definitely is worth $36. So if you're gonna, if you have a choice, if you can only buy one, I suggest you buy this one. But yeah, I definitely do like the palette. I definitely think it's worth the money. I think it's worth the money if you have the money. It is a very legendary palette, but I heard that it's gonna be like a permanent collection. I'm not positive, but if it is, I mean, there's no worries, you know, save your money, save up, and then buy it. That's what I'm probably gonna do. And that was it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, don't forget to leave me down your comments below of what you think, and don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you guys on the next video.